And I simply have to stay true to myself and to give this kind of possibility to others when it's possible. But my purpose of living and purpose of working in dance and purpose um, of doing contact and anything that contact has provoked, such as my inquiry into attention, the embodiment of attention. All of that is the preference I have is to continue the inquiry, not to get caught up in the history or the politics or any of that. Doesn't interest me. I'm interested in how can I be true? Is to truth. Where's my truth with this? And my truth is in the profound excitement. Why am I excited? I'm excited because I am and always have been living in discovery of what has not yet come. And that, what a gift. I am a blessed person. It's a gift.
Yes, indeed. And it's also nice that, like, yeah, it's interesting because I think that for many people, life as a journey is about reducing the unknown variables. and yeah, I made a short solo episode about the topic of safety versus freedom, and I think that like for me, freedom is the ability to exist in the unknown versus safety, which is like the structures. Yeah,
absolutely. And that is to appreciate complexity. You have to appreciate complexity, because when you go into places that are not known, there's going to be a lot of information and you're not going to know how to put it together necessarily. But there is this deep trust that within your being, there is the knowing of how to do that. Let me return to this provocation, why I was so excited by yesterday's class. Our attention can only hold 7 to 9 bits or quanta of information in any moment. The subconscious holds all the rest, and it's huge. It's like an immense warehouse, packed with information, packed. We don't have access to it because it's subconscious, but we do have access. It's actually right here. And if you feel it right here, and you can start to trust it, it can start to work for you. If you give it authority, it starts to speak. And suddenly you have access to so much more. The subconscious is highly complex. The conscious is constantly reductive. So if you're going to deal with freedom, you have to deal with and trust the fact that you also are built to contain an immense amount, and you have access to it. The more cultured, and here's my real kick, the more culture individuates you, tells you you are alone. You are singular. The most important thing is to reduce and make it simple. The more you do that, the less freedom you will actually have, and the less free you will be. So, do we love simplicity? When an artist creates something that in one moment and in one action absolutely encapsulates something that is highly complex, that is exquisite and beautiful. But it is a reading of that huge complexity that makes it beautiful. It's not the fact that it's just simple. We do both.
Yeah, I had quite recently some experiences, and I think that it's also something that is definitely going to boom our culture in the next 10 years, I'm sure, is like the work with psychedelics that is coming back on a medical and scientific level, but also on a, this kind of underculture of ceremonies and this, and definitely I can relate from an experiential level on the power of the subconscious and what happened when you do have access to it. It's like, I felt that in one weekend I've done work of, 10 years of psychotherapy. I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating, but it was amazing, like how much I could clean from things that are not necessary and holding back. And that's something that, you've also mentioned the word that, like, singularity and your interest in contact, about coming out of that. And that's something that I can really relate to on the experiential level. And maybe it can lead us also to kind of your work on attention, is that when I'm engaged in contact improvisation, and that's something that I can identify with the differentiation between doing contact, or like, let's say, being contact, and doing contemporary dance, cueing, like the type of attention. And one thing that is, I would say, is that in contact, it's not really possible not to be present and really do contact. If you're not present, there is just somebody rubbing your body. So, and
right.
Yes.
You're right. You're so right. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody is rubbing your body, and you're just there.
But yesterday.
But when I do choreography,
yeah.
When I do choreography, I think it is possible, because I like to not be 100% there and still get a satisfactory result. And that's something that I'm interested to inquire with you. Like, so what do you think is the significant thing that happens within CI exchanges in relation to our attention? And also, like, what's the difference between attention and focus?
Earlier you said between attention and awareness. Attention and focus is an important question. Yeah. So I used to talk about the mind, but now I really very often talk about awareness. I mean, not awareness, attention, because attention requires a body and a mind. It's not possible to have attention without a body. And bodily felt attention is really profound. That's when you start to really have access to that subconscious mind. That subconscious. I will key you into if you have done psychedelics, how physical it can be. It's a physical experience. It's not just a mental experience. The mind body acts as one. And when it is acting as one, then you get a really interesting, then you start to have those fabulous insights and possibilities.
If you want to see more precious and insightful moments, make sure to check our short clips playlist. To see longer interviews, check out the full episode playlist just below it. And to be notified for all future videos, click the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell. See you on the next episode.